sunshine friends. I'm here today, so we're gonna do a mindfulness body scan slash body relaxation activity together. This is something that I love to do during my mindfulness thoughtful Thursdays in the toddler house. So my toddler friends may know this, but any of my friends can do this and they can do it whenever they want to. So first thing I like to do is I like to sit on the floor. So I'm seated on the floor so you can sit on the floor with me in your own house. And then I also like to take my shoes off. So I already took my shoes off and I put them on the other side of the room. You can do this in your socks, or you can take your socks off. You can do it however you want to do. But I just like to do it sitting on the floor and with my shoes off. So I'm gonna move so you guys can see my whole body. There we go. And I'm gonna start with my toesies. And I'm just gonna move one part of my body at a time until I get up to my head. And then we can take some deep breaths together at the end. So I like to do this just to figure out where my body is and what parts of my body might be feeling great or not so great. So I start with my toes. And I'm gonna wiggle them. You see I'm wiggling my toes. Can you wiggle them fast or wiggle them slow? And then while I wiggle, I'm gonna count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna freeze them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then we'll wiggle them again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that was so cool. Did you wiggle your toes fast or slow? I kind of just wiggled my toes fast. I just thought about just moving my toes, nothing else. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wiggle my ankles. So if you can do this, that's great. If you can't, you can just kind of fast forward and go to the next one. But I like to move my ankles and my feet around just like this. So again, this was my toes and this is my feet and my ankles. So I'm gonna wiggle these for 5 seconds again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll wiggle again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that was so good, you guys. You're doing really well with that. So next, what I'm gonna do, I did my toes, remember? Toes, and I did my ankles, and now I'm gonna wiggle my whole legs. So maybe you want to lean back. Some of my friends might wanna lay all the way down. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna wiggle. So I'm gonna lay down, and I'm just gonna wiggle my feet in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna freeze them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'll show you what you can do. If you didn't want to lay down, if you want to sit up, you can go like this, and you can just wiggle your legs like this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whichever one feels better for you. I kind of like to do sitting up, but some of my friends might want to lay down and wiggle their whole legs. Then I'm gonna come seated up. Maybe you want to keep your legs in front of you, or maybe you want to crisscross them. I'm gonna sit crisscross so you can see my face a little bit better. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wiggle my fingers. So remember, we did our toes and our feet and our legs. Now we're moving up. So my fingers. I'll start with my fingers, and now I'm trying to remember what it feels like in my body to just move one part at a time. So, where's my fingers? Oh, there they are. So So I'm gonna wiggle them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wiggle them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, nice job, you guys. What I notice also, and I'm thinking about just moving one part of my body, that sometimes my heart is pounding really fast when I'm moving, and then it kind of slows down a little bit when I freeze. See if you can notice that the next time. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Maybe it's beating fast or slow as you just think about your finger or your hands. So this time it's kind of when we did our feet, when we did just our feet, we're gonna do just our hands this time. So I'm gonna wiggle them all around, maybe a roll my wrists like this, or sometimes you just go wave and around, whatever you wanna do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wiggle them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and freeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, my friends, the next thing we're gonna do is our whole arms. Maybe you can get super silly with this one and you wave them all around, or you flap your arms like wings, or maybe you twist them all around. But that's what we're gonna do next, is our whole arms, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wiggle them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freeze them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I noticed, maybe you noticed something different, but what I noticed in my body was that my shoulders kind of are feeling a little different. Maybe they're a little bit sore, or maybe they're a little bit tight. So what I'm gonna do next is just my shoulders. So my hands will be in my lap, and then I'm gonna see if I can shrug them. Maybe you can practice with me. Shrug, or maybe just move one at a time, or roll both of them. You guys can do however you want to do, but that's our next thing, is our shoulders. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's wiggle them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that feels much better in my shoulders. I think they just needed to move a little bit, and I was listening to where my body told me it needed to move. So the last thing we're gonna do is our neck. So, sometimes people like to make big circles with their necks, and sometimes they go the other way. Okay, and sometimes you go one way and then the other. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do next, is moving your head on your neck all around. Okay, my hair is getting in my way a little bit, so I'm just gonna push it away. All right, so we're gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do one more. Oh, forward. Oh, backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I don't know about you guys or all of my sunshine friends, but my body is feeling a little bit more relaxed. I kind of know where my body is in space. So right now I know that my feet are in the ground. I know that my legs are crisscross. I know that my stomach and my ribs and my shoulders are all kind of in a line, and I know my arms are so relaxed. And I think sometimes we just need our bodies to do a little bit of movement and then freeze, and that can help us know where we are. So I was thinking, before we say goodbye, before we're done, maybe we can take a few breaths together. So if that's something that you want to do, great. I like to take 5 deep breaths sometimes. I like to breathe in, maybe counting to 4, and breathe out, counting to 8. So since I'm going to be breathing, I'm going to do it on my fingers. So see if you can see. I'll do 4, and then when I do 8, I'll just do 4 on each hand. Okay? I'm going to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. So we'll practice. All right, so breathe in for 4 through your nose. How was that? I like breathing a little bit longer on the out. So do it 4 more times. So that was 2. I can feel my heartbeat a little bit slower right now, and that tells my body to relax even more by breathing. Let's do our last 2 deep in breaths. And our last one. All right, thank you so much for spending some time together with me today to find our bodies and to take some deep breaths. Now you may be ready to go do something else. Maybe you want to play a game or read a book or something else, you guys. So I'm so glad that we got to spend that time together, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. Goodbye.